Imagine this. You wake up, check your phone, and nothing can find your location. Planes can't navigate. Ships drift off course. ATMs stop working. Every GPS device on Earth has just gone dark. This is the 48-hour countdown to global chaos. And today, we're breaking down exactly what happens next. The collapse begins quietly, almost invisibly. At 9:17 a.m. Eastern Time, satellites stop responding. Every phone, every car, every navigation system in the United States instantly loses a sense of direction. At first, people think it's a small glitch, a momentary outage, something that will fix itself, but it doesn't. Within seconds, millions of apps silently fail. Ride-share services freeze, delivery systems collapse, weather tracking tools stop updating. And most people don't even notice. Not yet, but airlines do. Inside every control tower across the U.S., warning screens begin flashing red. Planes traveling at 500 miles per hour suddenly realize they no longer know exactly where they are. Pilots are trained for emergencies. This one, however, is different. GPS isn't just a convenience. It is the backbone of modern aviation. Altitude, speed, and direction remain stable, but location becomes guesswork. In the ocean, massive cargo ships carrying billions in goods slowly drift off their planned routes, unaware that the world has just entered the most dangerous navigation blackout in human history. On the ground, emergency services start receiving confused calls. My car won't start tracking. My location isn't showing. The map won't load. The first 10 minutes feel harmless. But deep inside government, aviation, shipping, and communication networks, people understand exactly what it means. A GPS blackout is not just a technical failure. It's the start of a global crisis. By the 1-hour mark, the situation takes a turn, and the U.S. begins to feel the real pressure. Airports initiate nationwide hold procedures. Every plane waiting to take off stays grounded. Those already in the air switch to old-school emergency navigation. It works, but only for a limited time. Across the interstates, thousands of trucks suddenly lose GPS routing. The logistics backbone of America: food, medicine, fuel gets stuck in traffic or redirected manually. Dispatchers scramble to communicate using outdated radio systems. Meanwhile, maritime stations report that ships are drifting. Imagine controlling a floating city without knowing exactly where you are. This isn't a small inconvenience. It's an international hazard. In major cities like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Houston, Uber and Lyft quietly shut down. Food delivery apps stop functioning. Emergency ambulance routing fails. Even weather trackers depend on GPS timing. Many start malfunctioning or freezing. The financial world begins to feel the shock as well. What most Americans don't know is that GPS provides the ultra-precise timing that keeps banking networks synchronized. Every ATM withdrawal, every swipe, every wire transfer. Now, clocks begin drifting. Milliseconds start breaking the system. Banks slow down. Some stop entirely. This is the moment the U.S. realizes a world without GPS is not just lost, it is blind. 24 hours into the blackout, the crisis enters a new stage: public panic. News reports explode across America. Breaking headlines fill screens. Global GPS system down. Aviation warning across U.S. Banking delays nationwide. People begin to understand the scale, and panic spreads faster than facts. In supermarkets, shelves start emptying as uncertainty rises. Fuel stations see long lines as people rush to fill up. Delivery chains stall. Warehouses can't track shipments. And America's entire trucking industry begins to collapse under manual routing. Meanwhile, emergency services work overtime. Without GPS, 911 response times increase dramatically. Fire trucks take longer to locate buildings. Ambulances struggle with routing data. And police pursue calls without real-time tracking. In the skies, pilots switch to backup navigation using ground-based radio systems from the 1950s. It works, but barely. Behind the scenes, technicians and engineers fight to restore satellite communication. But the world is beginning to realize a shocking truth. Human civilization depends on GPS far more than anyone imagined. 48 hours into the blackout, the U.S. stands on the edge of a full-scale national shutdown. Shipping ports report chaos. Cargo ships pile up along coastlines, unable to enter safely. Billions of dollars in goods stand still. Air travel is nearly frozen. Only a limited number of planes can land with backup systems. Airlines warn of a multi-day backlog. Banks operate in limited mode. Digital payments fall apart. Multiple stock markets experience timing errors. Across the country, normal life feels unstable. This is what a world without GPS looks like. a society losing its technological balance 1 hour at a time. Scientists warn that every modern system, transportation, finance, communication, food supply, depends on precise timing from satellites. Even electricity grids require it. And for the first time in decades, the United States faces a scenario where the nation realizes, if GPS doesn't come back soon, modern civilization may not function at all. Finally, after 48 long hours, a signal flickers. Satellites begin reconnecting. Systems slowly return. Planes stabilize. Ships reorient. Banks resynchronize. The world breathes again. But one question remains. If a blackout this small caused so much damage, what happens when the next one lasts longer?